Welcome everyone to the Simpson Storm Coaches Show. I'm Zach Jevney, and today we're talking men's basketball with head coach Charles Zanders. Coach Zanders in his first year here at Simpson. The Storm has started off 2-4 overall and 1-1 in conference. Charles, thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So talk a little bit about the start of the season. Had a couple tough losses early on, but you got off to a pretty decent start once the conference got going. Talk a little bit about those first few games.
Well, you always measure yourself by the competition that you play. We opened the season with number 24 Augustana, which was an outstanding basketball team, and currently, as of this date, ranked number 12 in the nation. So they've climbed the poll quite rapidly. That was our first loss, and it was a good measuring tool to see where we were on the season. We played them for a tough half, to a 5-point net half, and then they came out in the second half, kind of went on a run, and it was hard for us to recover from that. Second game was University of Wisconsin River Falls, which is now ranked 17th in the nation.
Okay.
Again, a great measuring stick to where we were at. Again, competed with them for a good part of the game, just not a full 40 minutes yet, and that's part of the process of us learning. Then took those experiences over into a game against North Central College of Minnesota and got a 23-point victory there, and then carried that momentum into the opening conference win over University of Dubuque, which is first time we beat them in the last 6 times. So it was a nice way for us to open Iowa Conference.
So how do you go about getting the full 40 minutes of competition, And that kind of was their struggle last year a little bit, where they competed hard and well for a half, even 3/4 of the game, but there was always a stretch here and there. How do you go about fixing that?
Well, we actually experienced that. We had a setback. We played a very, very good Grandview College team that is also ranked in the top 25 in the NAIA polls. And we came out and we got a chance to see the team that we're capable of being by being up 20 points at halftime. But then there goes back to that 40 minutes of complete effort where we had breakdowns. We didn't know how to finish. We didn't know how to continue to attack. We were more playing to protect the lead as opposed to extending the lead. And that's a process of just learning a new system, learning what my expectations are as a coach, and trying to transcend that onto the court and to the rest of the players. So we drill constantly. We put ourselves in situations where we have to think and execute. And behind all that, we hope to get better. And again, our goal is to put together a perfect game. It's hard to do a perfect game, we all know that, but as long as we're striving for perfection, we've got a chance to reach it. That's kind of been our philosophy.
Right. Now you're taking over for Bruce Wilson, who was at the helm for 25 years. What are the challenges, I guess, that go into taking over a program that's been that set in place for so long?
Yeah, well, first of all, I got to give great credit to Coach Wilson, who's a very, very dear friend of mine and gave me an opportunity to join his staff last year. To be here at an institution for 25 years and to leave his mark the way he has is a tremendous feat, and he did an outstanding job, and we wish him well in his future endeavors. When coming in to pick up where he left off, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong to a person's philosophy or how they approach the game of basketball. Coach Wilson's philosophy and my philosophies were similar in a lot of areas and different in others. So it was a process of the kids having to understand that where I may emphasize much more on the defensive end or rebounding end, or Coach Wilson might be more emphasis on the half-court offense and things of that nature. So it's difficult in a transition period for a team to accept what a new coach is trying to do. But after 25 years, Bruce kind of put, put a solid foundation under this program, and I'm just privileged to be able to just continue to build on that foundation and just hopefully get us back to the top of the Iowa Conference.
And so how have some of the older guys responded? And I know there's also some new players that are coming in and contributing already. How have those guys, adapted to your style?
They've been absolutely awesome. I can honestly tell you that I've not had one complaint about effort or the lack of intensity or anything like that in practice. They all want to do well. They all want to win. They all want to be a part of the special group that turns Simpson College basketball around and puts us in a direction to the top of the Iowa Conference. So I've been extremely pleased and happy with their efforts, and there's going to be great things in the future for these young kids. And for our seniors, they've just stepped up and been the leaders that they are supposed to be. They've been around the college game for 4 years. Different system, but it's still college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been around it, and they've been real helpful with the young guys, and I'm real fortunate to have them in our camp.
Now we know that the Iowa Conference is tough, up and down. What do you need to do in order to move to the top and stay there this whole year?
Well, it all starts with recruiting. You have to bring in the better players. You have to bring in, I joke, but I say this with some sincerity. Sometimes coaching is overrated. A good friend of mine tells you can't win the Kentucky Derby with donkeys. You've got to have some thoroughbreds. And so our goal is to go out there and recruit the best player that we can here at Simpson, to out-recruit the Iowa Conference and to bring in the quality players, and then instill our system and have some success with that area of it. So, the Iowa Conference is tough, and, we're all at everybody's, we're all at the same high school games, we're all recruiting the same person. So, your system, the coach, your style, all that stuff is important when you're presenting your program to a potential recruit, and we hope to outshine the other Iowa Conference schools and get those star recruits here at Simpson.
Well, excellent. Well, good luck this year, and we'll talk to you again soon. And Simpson will be hosting Crown College Friday night at 7:30. Thanks again for watching the Simpson Storm Coaches Show.